I have covered this brand before. It's not a brand new brand. You get it? We are going to talk about, or I'm going to take a closer look on the Artisan from Snapmaker here on Zachary's 3D Prints. Hello, this is Zachary and welcome to this video. Before I'm going to deep dive in the Snapmaker Artisan 3-in-1, a little disclaimer. All the footage that you are going to see are from the Snapmaker website, so all credit to them. And if you're new here, a closer look is me reacting to a brand new 3D printer and see what is so special about this 3D printer. Well, let's get into the video. So Snapmaker, it's not my very first time that I covered this brand. I also covered the Snapmaker 2.0. I do need to say, Snapmaker, it's a very luxurious 3D printer. It has a certain style. Snapmaker, it's setting a new standard or a new way how a 3D printer can also look like. Not all made out of plastic, not all made out of, ugly parts. Well, I don't say that other printers look bad, but this one, well, you can judge for yourself. I mean, I like the style, I like the design of Snapmaker, and it looks also very stylish. Like, I would say Apple under the 3D printers. But okay, let's switch over to the other screen and let's view the site. The first thing that I see, and it raises also the question, is this 3D printer standard in an enclosure, yes or no? Because the first generation Snapmakers and the second generation, the 2.0 series, they were not in an enclosure because it was not needed, I guess. But so the Snapmaker Artisan 3-in-1, I don't know if everything is going to be added to this 3D printer right away. But like it says here on the website, next linear modules, because if you are looking to the older versions of the Snapmaker, it was already looking stylish and you need to guess how this whole system looks like. But those profiles that you are seeing on the original Snapmakers, the first version and the second version, it's like in U shape with a little piece of, I think, spring metal or something like that, and there the whole gantry or all movable parts are sliding over it without getting too much dust inside of the mechanics of this 3D printer. So that was a very smart move of Snapmaker to do. And they are also going to start with the next gen linear modules. If you are watching the picture on the left hand side, it is in some ways open, but in other ways I'm very curious what is inside of this little box. I can already see on the black part there is a hole. Can it be that they are using screw rods in there? Because I don't see anything from a timing belt, which is normal for a X-axis. But this can also be the two sides for the Z-axis or maybe for the Y-axis. So the work area, not the print area, the work area is 400 times 400 times 400 millimeter. So that doesn't mean that you have a printing volume of this type, but that you will see further on, because here on the work area there's a 1 in bracket. So let's check what they are actually saying. The maximum work area, if you are going to use dual extrusion 3D printing, is 350 times 400 times 400 millimeters. If you are going to use the laser and the CNC function, then you have a work area of 400 times 400. Of course, you don't have 400 height, but anyways, where you can create life-size objects with various materials. Well, that sounds very interesting, because life-size, what does that mean? What does life size mean in this kind of setting? I guess 400, 400, 400 is pretty big. 60-second quick swap. I don't know how the previous versions were, but saying something like this with no more screws, maybe they say screw you screws, you have a quick swap platform for the tool heads, because you have the printing module, you have the laser module, and you have also the CNC milling module. So you can switch very easy and rapidly within the 60 seconds. They say even here, let you shift between 3 functions in 1 minute. So if you have 3 modules, they say like in 20 seconds you can switch from printing to laser or from laser to CNC engraving. That is pretty fast. Does that include cable swapping as well? So this 3D printer, I'm going to say it 300 degrees for the dual extrusion 3D printing. So that means that with this 3D printer, you can print also nylon with it, or nylon with carbon fiber in it. The Artisan is able to print not only dissolvable and breakaway supports, but you can also print tricky materials. Like, why do I want always to say nylon? Because people want to step up their 3D printing. They want to do more than just PLA printing. We want to do more. We want to print functional stuff, like with nylon, 150 to 180 millimeters per second high speed. This printer can also print, even when it is a dual extruder, direct drive by the way, can also print very accurate with a printing speed of 150 to 180 millimeters per second. Automatic bed leveling, dual extruders Z offset calibration make it super easy to prepare your work. So, did I say anything too crazy? I think that this in itself is very amazing to know. You know, printing at higher speeds, higher temperatures, automatic bed leveling. So you can put your time in other things while this 3D printer does the hard work, right? And quickly as well. A 10-watt high-power laser engraver and cutting. So this laser engraver does not only do some fancy, laser engraving, it also does do cutting. So you can, you can make some amazing models, amazing designs with this laser engraver or laser cutter. So also when I'm looking here, so the whole design looks much more different than we used to see. I mean, just compare this one. So a big plate, there is your y-axis, the z-axis on the build plate, or on the frame plate, I guess, and then your whole system. You have a power supply unit or control box next to it, and then a sort of iPhone on a stand. Now they have a very fancy, very futuristic looking box. I think that there is also the power supply housed in and your LCD touchscreen. I think it looks very fancy, very rigid. I also see here on the Z-axis and also on the X-axis, I see this shiny plate. I think there's also a spring metal plate covering the mechanics so that your print head can still move left, right, up and down. You name it, it is all doing that. So a 18,000 RPM high-speed CNC carver and cutting spindle. So compared with the Snapmaker 2.0, the 200 watt CNC module of the Artisan has increased by 300% in power and 50% in max spindle speed, making it 6 times faster. Well, there is a 3 mentioned. Shall we look what they are saying there? Number 3, the test result was obtained based on beach cutting. What is that? Depending on your material, the cutting speed might vary. Do I say correctly? Beach or beach? Bitch. I was talking about wood, okay? Up to 0.2 millimeter. August 2022. So next month is, here it says, don't miss out on limited offers. So the Artisan 3-in-1 from Snapmaker. Well, I'm just going to speculate here. The Enclosure, I'm not really sure if this is going to add it in the whole package. I know that the other Snapmakers, if you bought the machine, that you get also the other modules with it as well. So the print head, the engraver and the CNC head. I'm not really sure if they are going to do this with this one as well. And the first generation Snapmaker and the second one and also the Jade Labo were all Kickstarter campaign 3D printers. I'm not really sure if this is going to be a Kickstarter campaign 3D printer, but hey, we can get surprises. And I think, personally, I think that Snapmaker is mature enough to, launch this product without using Kickstarter. But we will see. So I will put the link in the description of this video so that you can check it out for yourself. And also, if you want, you can also, sign up for the limited offers because you don't want to miss it. If you are still watching this video, you are so amazing. Thank you so much. Did you know that I have YouTube memberships to choose from? So that way you can support this channel on monthly basis. There's also possibility to, support only this video by giving a little thanks. If you don't want to spend any money on my channel, also fine. There's a like button and you can subscribe to the channel to support my channel that way. That would be so amazing. Feel free to share this video on social media and we will see each other next time. Peace. Bye bye.